Hey guys, it's Jillian. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. If you have not already, please hit that subscribe button below so you don't miss out on any videos in the future. So I apologize if you're not into these sort of crafty, do-it-yourself tutorials, but I've been really into it lately, so hence the reason this is my third video like that in a row. I will get back to some of my more usual beauty content in the coming days, but I felt really inspired to do this project, so I wanted to share it with you guys. Today I am making a bohemian-inspired wreath or wall hanging, kind of whatever you want to call it. It kind of has a little bit of a dream catcher look to it, so if you want to see what I did with this tutorial today, please keep watching. For this project, you will need a hot glue gun, some yarn, some fake flowers and greenery, a metal hoop, and some scissors. To start, we're going to figure out about how long we want our fringe to hang from our hoop. I decided about 1.5 feet, maybe a little bit less. And once I decide on my length, I'm going to double it and cut it. You're going to repeat this step a bunch of times depending on how wide you want your fringe to be at the bottom. I ended up with about 30 strands of yarn. So once I feel like I have enough for my fringe, I'm going to take them in groups of 2, folding them in half, putting the loop underneath my metal ring and pulling the loose ends through. I'm going to pull that tight and repeat that step a bunch until I have a fringe that's wide enough and I like the way it looks. The next step will be to wrap my metal hoop in the yarn. This is totally an optional step. I was hoping to find a gold hoop or a copper one or something pretty, but all I could find was either green or this steel color, so I thought it would just look cuter if I wrapped it in yarn. So to begin, I'm going to put a dot of hot glue just to hold that initial piece of yarn in place, and then I'm going to begin wrapping. For good measure, I add a dot of hot glue every few inches, just in case part of it comes unraveled, the whole thing won't come unraveled. I also just want to note that if you can find a cute hoop, this part was really tedious and annoying and probably took the longest out of this whole project, but I do like the way it looks in the end. I'm going to finish the wrapping off with a little hot glue and cut the excess, and I'm finally done wrapping that. It was super annoying, but it looks cute. So before I start gluing the flowers on, I want to make sure the side that looks like it has knots is facing up. It just looks better on that side. I'm going to start with my greenery, which I have some faux eucalyptus here, and I'm going to cut some of these branches off just into smaller pieces that are easier to work with. I want my wreath to be asymmetrical, so I start to kind of lay out some of my larger pieces of greenery to see kind of where I'm going to start off with this. There's a design principle that I was taught that the most pleasing thing to the eye is an upward right line. So if, say you put something at the bottom left and something at the upper right, that's supposedly the most pleasing to the eye. So that's kind of a design principle I've always stuck to and kind of follow when I make projects like this. Now I'm going to start filling in with some of these smaller pieces of eucalyptus I have.
Once I have all the greenery laid out and glued the way I like it, I'm going to start clipping off some of these pink flower blossoms that I got, and I'm going to scatter those throughout the eucalyptus and just kind of add them as a pop of color. Once you're happy with the way all your flowers and greenery looks, you are done. I was really happy with the result, and I was really excited to hang it up in my home. This boho inspired wreath was super simple to make and is a perfect accent for the springtime. I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks, bye!